Murder. Murphy Mason is back with her group of friends in season 3 of the CW's In the Dark. And Perry Mattfeld, who plays Murphy, is here with a preview. Hey, Perry. So get us all caught up on how season 3 kicks off.
I don't even know where to begin. I've been suggesting that people rewatch the finale of season 2 before starting season 3 because we pick up within seconds. No time passes in this show. I feel like even 3 seasons in, where it's all happened in I think under 3 months, 10 weeks or so. So, I mean, we're going on 4 years of making this show, and yet in character world, it's condensed into under 3 months, but it moves fast. We're picking up where we left off. Our characters are now going to be facing the consequences for some of the really bad decisions they made in season 2.
Bad decisions. Yeah, no, I saw a bit of a recap of season 2, and it looks like they've got a lot going on. And it looks like there's, a number of people after them were trying to figure out who, obviously the murder happened last season. So everyone at some point gets a new identity. Can you tell us a little bit about that and the special meaning of your character's name?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say yet. You will find out. Okay. Murphy's new identity in our first episode, but it was a special reveal for us. This is something that all of us as a cast, when we read the first script, and who am I going to be living with? Who is my character now going to try to be playing? And Murphy's new name is very special and representative of someone who plays a really big part in making this show. So it was emotional and special for all of us when we found out what Murphy's new identity is.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. So, speaking of making of the show, you not only star in the show, you also wore a producer hat. How was it juggling all of that?
It was very validating for me to be given a little bit more say, but it was mainly an opportunity for me just to learn more and to ask more questions and to sit in on more meetings and get to be a part and a helping hand in just the monster that is putting a show together and let alone making it in a pandemic. So I got to, Corinne kind of let me, she's our showrunner, she kind of let me just shadow her and just kind of taught me a little bit more about what she does. A lot of the things that us actors, we don't even see, So it was a huge learning experience for me, and also gave me a little bit more of a voice, which I appreciated, just to be that representative of, our cast that were out on the battlefield. So yeah, it's great.
Very cool. Well, speaking of the cast, you guys seem to have some pretty good chemistry on screen. Do you guys hang out off screen as well? I think I saw a couple of posts on your Instagram. You might have spent a birthday with your castmates during quarantine.
Yes. Luckily, we are super close, and we got even closer this season. In lockdown, we were in a pod, so we were limited to any socializing with only each other. And thank God for our Saturday night game nights, because that's kind of what kept us going. That was our opportunity to laugh and be silly. And, we really leaned on each other. And I think a lot of the raw emotion that everyone was experiencing last year and through what was going on in the world is definitely portrayed on screen. I mean, there was definitely some parallels of kind of the isolation that everyone was feeling this past year, and a parallel to what's going on with your characters as they're isolated in their journey of running away from the police. So that emotion definitely transcended on screen.
Very cool. So what games did you guys play? Any favorites for game night?
We play a lot of code names. We play a lot of catchphrase. Cards Against Humanity, obviously. We never got into Settlers of Catan, but that was on the list. We play Peanuts, which is what Keston, who plays Darnell, he taught me. It's our time to just be people. And, we spend a lot of time with these characters, and especially this past season when we didn't really get to do as much as we do in our normal lives. So this was our opportunity to, you know, just be silly and laugh and hang out. And I have an incredible cast, and I'm really lucky.
Oh, that's so cool. And it's important, you know, especially going through all that stuff during quarantine and then being able to carry that over into the show. So that just makes it even more enticing to check out In the Dark on CW. So you're in LA right now, and the show is going to start filming season 4 back in Toronto. Do you have any plans before you head back? Anything going on this summer?
It was definitely a little bit of a shock coming back from filming and Toronto being in lockdown to then coming home to California. And it's basically normal almost, you know. I was like happy, but also extremely overwhelmed because people are like traveling, making plans, and there's people eating out at restaurants. And I was like, what is going on? It was totally foreign to what I had just been in for 7 months, you know? But most of our cast is LA based, except Theo, who's in London, who we miss when we're away from him. But we all are able to keep in touch, and it is nice to have a little bit of a break knowing that we get to go back for season 4. That's the best feeling in the world, is knowing that, you know, your dream job is waiting for you. So it's great.
That is so cool, Perry. So cool. Very, very cool. Well, it's such a great show. So don't miss the 3rd season of In the Dark. You can catch it on KBCW 44 Cable 12 on the CW network. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Nice talking to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.